You brood.
Картина какая. Интересная картина здесь.
Revelio. Revelio.
А, вот.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ой, еще что-то есть. С той стороны, наверное.
I wish the headmaster would retire. Let Professor Weasley...
Dearest weakness.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
I used to like comfortable.
Как далеко бежать? Так. Ух ты, где это я? Так, посмотрим наше снаряжение. Защита минус 28. Не буду ее одевать. Блин, как высоко-то. И это все? Походу, все это. А ну-ка, подожди-ка.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Compulso.
Так,
Revelio.
что-то здесь есть. А, дополнительные задания просто, походу. Ну-ка. Где у меня задание? Вот. Мадам Гогау Глациус купить метлу в магазине круга. Улетка в Хоксмите.
Revelio.
А, нет, это не то. Ну-ка. Ну хотя, письмо такое же. А, нет, это вот письмо было просто. Может, ты что там мотышишь, что ли?
This looks intriguing.
Любопытное место.
Accio.
Яичный сок. Походу сейчас поплыву. Ну ладно, что делать-то? Поплаваем.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Hello, Hamora.
Зимнее пальто малинового цвета. Ну-ка. Нападение плюс 33. О! Зимнее.
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Давай сейчас купим.
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn. Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo! Revelio. Could it be a Merlin trial?
Что, я не могу посажить? Сладкой мальвы нет.
Expelliarmus!
Так я же собрал.
Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Блин, я скоро 17 уровня буду, круто. Барашки.
Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Почему там? Почему не здесь? Почему туда мне показывает? Я же могу и здесь пройти.
Revelio. An encampment. This must be it.
Вот и мне интересно, они мне вообще пригодятся, нет?
Expelliarmus.
You!
Depulso. Confringo.
I won't.
Depulso. Confringo.
Dead.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. No! Protego.
Там волки, наверное.
Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso! Depulso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Да, на нормальном уровне что-то очень долго. О! 17 левел уже.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
А, зелье Максима. Темное искусство. Здесь у меня все куплено. Да, побегом, побежим.
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo!
My wand!
No one to share in my victory. Revelio.
О, яйца. А чё так далеко с ним встретиться надо, я не понимаю.
Revelio.
Не, это у нас вот...
Confringo!
Ой. Почему? Что за фигня?
Reparo. I should investigate. Revelio.
А, ну я бы все равно по-другому не прилетел к нему побыстрее, потому что у меня вот
How nice to see you, my young friend.
моточек нету. Ух ты.
Wait a moment. What?
Expelliarmus!
Who's there?
Confringo!
Lucky that's all.
Expelliarmus!
I shall avenge your death. You won't get away with that.
Confringo! Depulso! Incendio!
I won't rest until
Expelliarmus!
dead.
Depulso! Confringo! You Revelio! Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
А, тут где-то бочка есть. Сундук, точнее.
Revelio! Reparo!
Нельзя. Так, по карте посмотрим. Ух ты, я так далеко ушел.
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Depulso.
You're very
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso.
Смотри-ка, тут как
Feels
много
like I've been at
всего.
this for hours.
Мясо.
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo.
Ух ты.
Are you sure?
Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I will make you.
Depulso.
I will.
Ладно, потом к ним вернемся. Там есть кто-то еще.
Revelio.
О,
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. One less foul hulking brute. These rocks have seen better days. Revelio. Expelliarmus. What do you have in store for me this time?
А. Вон он где.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce. How nice of
Incendio.
it stole by.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Cabalso. Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. It's like a place right out of a... Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Так, тут еще какая-то есть страница.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any
Так, у
time?
меня что, новые снаряжения, что ли, есть? Круто. Ну и давай продам.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
О, теперь есть
If something threatens me,
огонь зелененький.
what are you up to
Пелькров.
now?
Точка. Да, Себастьян.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Yep.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Я там уж всех перебил, блин, по дороге гоблин.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Who do you think you are?
Incendio!
You are but I work there an utterly pitiful display.
Expelliarmus!
I will be.
Confringo!
What are you doing?
Expelliarmus! Depulso!
You've made your last mistake. You see, one less human to work.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Depulso!
I work best.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Depulso! Incendio!
Your acrobatic flow postpones the inevitable.
Confringo!
No!
Expelliarmus! Depulso!
I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Depulso.
Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be floored.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Ух ты.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Revelio.
only a new student would help.
Protego!
Professor Hecat is an enigma. I think she used to work for the Ministry.
Revelio.
My family has a controversy every year. Ridiculous, but loads of fun.
Не знаю, что тут делать.
Got here then, eh?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Why did they escape torment?
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
У меня же зимнее пальто есть, что я мерзну.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
off my stargazing as long as I could.
Amit, where did you say that telescope was?
Sitting in the storage room beneath the top deck. Look for the smaller set of stairs on the main observation deck.
Thank you.
Of course. Hurry back once you've found it.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that. Night, is it?
Lumos.
The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Наверху. Как туда залезть?
Accio. Incendio.
Poor cobwebs. I don't think any spiders might be lurking about.
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
Revelio.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You're welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Так. Нас уровень уже. Муфилы и поганки.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
Так, ну ладно, пойдем. Так, а где мне это найти? Только вот где мне это все найти, да? Даже на карте не показано. Очень интересно. Так.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Так. Пошли через мост, все дела. Тут не туда иду, походу. Да.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive. Good for you. Getting all those foul goblins a-hiding.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me, till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Теперь мне надо врагов найти. А где их найти, вот даже не знаю. Только я еще приобрету на всякий случай.
Come on in, come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. This is...
блин, нету.
I'd say you can't even afford a Dittany seed. One tiny seed. Doors
Офигеть,
always
сколько
open.
денег у меня
You
было.
be sure to stop by soon.
Столько потратился.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Где врагов найти?
Revelio.
По-любому вот здесь вот где-то есть враги. Походу я здесь был уже. Так я здесь был. Давай выйдем из этой игры. А, и из нее уже нельзя выбраться, да? врагов. Паучки какие-нибудь там. А, вот враги, вот вижу. Паучки.
Accio.
Ой.
Incendio.
Так, теперь еще надо выбрать Мандрагора.
Assignment's all finished. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Cursed fiends.
Мерзкие твари.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
Abandoned long ago.
Где еще паучок? Кто мне? А.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Revelio.
Романтик у кого-то тут был.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo.
Ой, блин, 4 монетки какие-то бедные. Занятия по травологии сейчас будем посещать. Если ты, блин. Вот здесь вот где-то.
That watching plants grow could be so interesting. How wonderful to see you again.
Ну чё, давай, подходи ко мне.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snakeswort.
Блин, не то нажал. Но я все равно успел, да?
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Так, теперь давай туда сходим к нему. О, а ближайшего только вот. Ну, давай сюда. Профессор Чеснок. Какой-то у нас.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Wonder who lives here. Revelio. This looks intriguing.
«47 защита. Нифига себе, но мне нужен 19 уровень. У меня только 18.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
А, вот одна из этих.
Mine now, demiguise.
Knockback Jinx Flipendo. Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Так, может, у меня есть что продать?
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
У меня перчатки остались, нет?
Oh, my sincerest gratitude. You brave soul.
Revelio.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Нету сладкой мольбы. О, яйца. Это лампы.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Can you help me?
Потом помогу тебе как-нибудь. У меня важное задание.
Might I remind
Incendio.
someone?
Where's that going?
What's that?
Incendio. How you want to give up? Incendio. Come on. Incendio.
Running home. Shall we finish? Your little son the same trivial.
Expelliarm. Confringo.
Think you clever? Cut me out. What have you done?
Protego. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
О! Так, что у меня тут есть?
Aloha, Mora.
Do cooperate, won't you?
Блин, ладно, беги.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
О, еще кто-то тут есть. Эш!
Expelliarmus. Repulsor. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Repulsor. Confringo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Depulso. Confringo.
О!
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we shall try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Пойдем. Нормально, да, так? Ну как идти-то?
Revelio.
Блин.
I wonder what that does. That did it. Revelio. Depulso.
А дальше-то как вот, мне интересно.
Revelio. Depulso.
Нормально, как мне скарабкаться на стены? Так, интересно.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa.
Так. Что еще мне?
Revelio. Levioso.
Ух ты, тут какие уловки, блин.
Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Lumos. Depulso. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Lumos! Depulso!
А как их поднять, эти ворота?
Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Protego! Depulso! Incendio!
Ah. Так, значит...
Protego!
Ой, блин.
Depulso! Accio!
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Loco, Mora.
Давай.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Куда?
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to the
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it!
Ой,
There's gotta
блин.
be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Спортсмен хренов.
Wanna talk of romance?
I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio. Accio. Depulso.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Accio. Levioso.
Блин.
Accio. Depulso.
Ну ты не можешь сюда запрыгнуть просто, а? Вот, действительно, волшебник, блин. Ты же не можешь это скинуть.
Depulso. Revelio.
Ты действительно не можешь туда пройти, что ли, а?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
А, постой. Куда надо?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Not the safest place to sneak into.
You've made a mistake.
Levioso. Lumos.
Someone get me!
Accio.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Depulso.
Roofwoods don't go down easy.
Heal. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Alohomora. hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso! Look along! Levioso! How's the view?
Incendio! Depulso! Confringo!
You'll need to be not your best defensive maneuver, was it?
Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
Incendio! Depulso!
How does that feel?
Incendio!
Do you feel a burning sensation?
Not the safest place to sneak into.
How unfortunate.
Levioso! Accio! Lumos. Levioso!
Is this
Accio!
That's the best you can do.
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Incendio! That was actually quite beautiful. Rookwards, don't
Confringo!
That was a mistake.
Incendio!
Incendio!
Confringo!
So close.
Depulso! Confringo! Depulso!
Hang on!
Plan to make. Well, you look like you're trying.
Confringo! I bet that one hurt. How did that feel? Reducto! You having the knacker? Reducto! Is that the...
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Это сложно, но это раз было. Что за фигня?
Aloha Mora. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Expelliarmus! Depulso!
No!
Confringo!
Confringo!
Expelliarmus!
Pathetic display.
Incendio! Incendio!
Incendio! I can do this. Confringo!
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Depulso! Confringo! One less poacher in the wizarding world. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Highwing, it's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, more.
Hurry!
Круто.
Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run. Faster, Highwing!
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
Блин, мне вот это вот размытие надо выключить. Наверное, ну-ка. Ну-ка, трассировка лучей.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
О, крылана. Круто! У меня теперь есть крылана. Нет, я не хочу это. Метлу. Магазин спортивных товаров. Круголетка. Оксмити наверняка найдется не то, что...
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him.
Ну-ка, если на ультру поставить. Качество тумана низкое.
Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the room of requirement. Deke tells me he has something
Пожалуйста,
to share.
вручай комнату, Декс. Ух ты, круто. Белый шарфик. А, перезапустить игру надо.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
А как мне залететь-то, блин?
High Wing, go!
Мне надо слезть, эй! Так, как мне слезть? Мне надо идти. Чё? Блин. А, лететь? А, вот, блин. А, блин, мне надо было... А, здесь метлу надо сначала купить. Вот он, магазин спортивный. Давай сюда.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
А, ну вот, мне сейчас вот куда-то сюда вот налево.
The ministry's good work.
Во. У кого тут купить-то? Почему я сейчас не могу купить? Мне надо купить. А, блин, Не, подожди, стоп. Все верно, в этом магазине. Вот.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Windwisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
Ой, блин, а у меня и этих денег-то нету, да?
Nice doing business with you.
Теперь я могу купить мужика.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Так, думаю, я на этом закончу, надо прерваться.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Часов уже поиграл. Выход.